No, you got. There's a book I really want, but it's like, hey, I know that you can't.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they'll give you your Jordans a day early or your, whatever other shit you buy that's really has release dates.
Yeah. We also have guys that come in on Tuesday and they're picking up last week's stuff. And
yeah, there's that, and it's kind of just like, why couldn't you do this tomorrow and then you did 2 weeks worth of stuff?
Yeah. Are you early or are you late?
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if you can't, I understand waiting a day, but I have such a backlog of books to read. It doesn't really.
We've gone over this before. If you're actually reading your comics on timely manner, you're not a real collector.
Yeah. If you only have 2 comics to read, I guess.
If you have the time and the amount of comics to be able to get through them on a regular basis, there's something wrong with you.
Yep. I've been trying to whittle down my pile for 3 solid months, and it's exponentially going up. Instead of the whittle, it's the waddle.
And then do you bring them with you to the toilet?
I can't. No, I can't.
No, even the ones that you don't give a shit about, that you just want to read, but aren't going to be worth money.
Well, that one I don't give a shit about is going to be worth $7,000 in 2 years.
Of course it is. Yeah. So what's up with the voice? Would you swallow too much, stuff?
I got a wicked bug. I came last Saturday. I visit my mother on Saturdays, and she had a cold, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna, because I get COVID tested twice a week at work.
Still,
yeah. And,
when they shove that thing up your nose, that's how they put the nanobots.
Dude, I have a government
we
job,
do it ourselves.
and they just stopped it. Like when they the regulations came down from the state.
So you're putting the nanobots in your nose yourself. Good job, buddy.
Do you guys? Do you have to wear masks at work?
Not anymore.
No.
Okay. Well, so there's a thing, right? If you're fully vaccinated, you've got a badge, right? They'll stick a sticker on your badge. If you're vaccinated, you have to wear a mask. If you're not, they don't make you test anymore, but you still have to wear a mask.
That's what they used to do with the flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had, if you worked in a medical facility, if you had the flu shot, you didn't, and they put a special sticker, and you didn't have to wear a mask. Otherwise, you'd have to mask up for all. This
might be confidential information, but I was in the ER ambulance bay a couple of times Wednesday for my ride along, and half of those people in the fucking hospital aren't wearing masks.
People are over it.
I mean, I don't care. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. But if there was going to be somewhere that you were going to wear it, you'd think that'd be the place.
Well, my wife being pregnant, now I feel like COVID is kind of almost officially over now.
Kind of, hopefully.
You know what I mean? But still, to go into my wife's doctor's appointment to see her obstetrician, they'll let me be in there for an ultrasound. Mm-hmm. But they're like, okay, you have to wear a mask into the ultrasound. As soon as the ultrasound is done, you have to get up and leave. You can't stay for the rest of the appointment. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, wouldn't the germs already have been carried over if I'm already in the office? I have to get up and leave? Mm-hmm. But I'd also like to go on an offshoot of this that's really pissing me off about the medical industry lately. So I have a little canker sore on the inside of my lip.
Okay, so you got herpes.
Yeah, right. So it's not going away. So I called an ear, nose, and throat doctor. He's gonna lance it for me. Yeah. I mean, it's annoying to have something on the inside of your lip.
I got a pocket knife. Come on over here.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, I'm just going to freeze it. So the lady calls me. She goes, we got to go over some things about your appointment. Al, I'm sure you've been through this. A metric fuck ton. Yeah. So she's like, have you ever had anxiety or depression? I go, why does an ear, nose, and throat doctor need to know if I have anxiety or depression
because the thing could be stress-induced.
Dude, kiss my ass. Backwards and frontwards.
Did they ask you the next question?
Present it.
They asked me all. I will after we saw the video. No, they're like, all these things. Have you ever smoked? What supplements do you take? All this. I was like, I don't feel like you need to know this because I have a little everyday canker sore on the inside of my lip. I'm going to come, look at it, tell me what it is, tell me to fuck off or do something about it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give you my medical history.
Did they ask you if there were guns in the house?
No, they didn't. No.
No, that's a question that gets asked. Are you,
really?
Yeah, are you depressed? Are there, do you have access to
Well, yeah, you know why? Because then they'll call me. And then they'll say, hey, Ryan's here for a canker sore removal, but also he's got guns and he's kind of wacky.
That's why. Well,
some cops waiting for you.
I don't like to talk about guns. I leave it completely off the table. I don't own guns.
Yeah.
For what matter?
I lost all mine in a fishing accident.
Yeah. I had a
deer. Was there a giant shark involved?
Yes.
Yeah. Baby shark.
Yeah.
Dude. He ate it. So yeah. So It just frustrates me. I feel like.
So here's a frustration that I ran into. So I have about a gajillion appointments for kidney failure. Remember, kids, don't get kidney failure. So I had to go Wednesday for an ultrasound. Not pregnant, thank you. So I
had ultrasounding
my liver.
Okay.
So I had to look up for exactly what the appointment was. So I go on my chart or whatever the frig it's called, and I look. Okay, it's an ultrasound. Okay, great. So I know when I get there, I tell them I'm going for ultrasound. Okay, but in my chart it says E confirm for your appointment, right? So I go, oh, okay, I'll tell them I'm coming. So I go into this E confirm, and it's literally 20 questions. And I'm in this thing for about 40 minutes on my phone trying to E-confirm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while I'm trying to do this, my phone rings, and it's a voice activate, a robot calling. And it says, please confirm for your appointment. Please confirm that you don't have any COVID signs and that you're going to be attending the appointment. Please press 1. I press 1. Thank you. Click. I'm like, why is the internet version of this
10 times harder?
10 times harder.
What were the questions that you were asked?
It was like what my insurance was. What do I still?
Already should know.
Yeah. Do I still live at my address? This, that, and it's like
how often do you jerk it?
Yeah. When you go to the, I don't know. Normal. What's a normal amount? What's an abnormal amount?
25 times a day, I think, is normal.
Is normal?
That's the norm.
I'm probably right at the abnormal.
Plus one more.
Yeah.
During one of those
abnormally then.
Then you do the stranger with the sleeping pill.
Does that mean you're doing that at some point during these podcasts that I'm not noticing?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we haven't even gotten into the Dutch Rudder.
Yeah.
No, I Dutch Rudder 3 to 4 times a day. But that's a
3 to 4 times a podcast.
yeah.
Man, and you wanted to put this on video. Just remember that. Yeah. Your mother's going to see you Dutch ruddering in front of your quote-unquote 50,000 followers.
My mother listened to the first podcast,
and she's That's clearly your mother.
I'm not listening to this trash.
I got somebody that said they listen until we talk about comics.
so all that really means is we have to wait till the end of every episode to talk about comics.
Yeah.
I think we talked about comic books for 6.5 seconds last week.
Well, to be fair, the movie itself was a comic book movie, so
it was Batman.
We can justify it.
It was Batman.
It was
Ryan still hates it, Nabil still loves it, and I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
I have such a different feeling about that movie than so many other people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like I'm wrong about it.
Maybe you should go see it again.
Yeah.
I'll wait till on demand.
I'll go with you.
So I had a guy come into the shop yesterday, and he was very excited about the movie, very loud about it.
Was it Tom?
It was our friend Roger.
Oh, right.
Shout out to Roger. And Roger noticed a whole bunch of stuff that I'm too dumb to have noticed.
Such as
when, well, spoilers, but towards the end when Batman sacrifices himself on the Madison Square Garden thing and falls into the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when he comes out, he's reborn. And he's holding the light as he leads people.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta stop.
Yeah. He leads.
It's a rebirth of sorts?
Yeah. A Christian symbology is what
I mean, when Nabil saw the twinkle in Shitbird's eye.
Yeah. Well, that was one thing,
hold on.
What was the twinkle again?
It was the Twilight.
Captain Twinkle?
Yeah.
What did that signify?
When he realized that he needed to be Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
I missed the twinkle.
He spent the whole movie being emo Bruce Wayne, which is just Batman without the mask.
Yeah. I really want...
He had a split second there where Riddler's like, I know you're...
Yeah, that's when he had
I know you're Bruce Wayne. Like, remember how he says all the shit and you're like, oh crap, he knows his identity, but he doesn't really.
So should this movie have been called Batman BC?
Before what? Christ?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, before his water birth.
Yeah.
So it's BW, before water.
Yeah.
And then the next movie is AW.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you mean the next Batman movie is going to actually be cool and kick ass? He's going to have a cool car. He's not going to be a fucking emo piece of shit scumbag.
Well, I hope we get Millionaire Playboy with the hot broads and some sort of...
In fact, I could totally see that scene, right?
So
have 2 random girls on his arm and then runs into Selena again.
What?
And then she's going to be like, oh,
So let me ask
So
you.
we were nothing special.
Countach is old school, but Aventura, or however they pronounce it, that's new school, right?
Are you talking about Ferraris or Lamborghinis?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought he was getting racist. He said
No,
Conan.
see? Countach.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah.
about Lamborghini.
Aventador.
Aventador. It's
Yeah.
got an extra.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, but I mean, the car was cool, but it wasn't Batman cool. The suit was cool. It wasn't
Hey,
Batman
take it
cool.
easy, sweetheart.
The Penguin was cool. It wasn't regular Penguin cool.
He's getting a 6-issue mini on HBO Max. Confirmed.
I'd rather get a 6-issue mini tongue punch on my butthole by emo Batman than watch some horse shit like that.
With the Penguin thing?
Yeah.
With Colin Farrell? You liked him.
I liked him, but
We'll probably get more John Turturro, too, because it's going to be a prequel.
he's dead. Oh, it's a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, like his rise.
Did he actually
Yeah.
die?
Oh, yeah.
Well, didn't the bitch shoot him in the head?
Well, Riddler shot him. He said bring him into the light.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He sniped him.
I think that's when I was dozing.
Mm-hmm. You were a docent?
Yeah, the movie was so incredibly riveting that I fell asleep 14 times in the last 7th. I think in the 9th hour.
Have you watched any other movies since?
I watched comic book villains again just to reiterate how bad I fucking hate that movie and how bad it is. Batman, not as bad as comic book villains. I'd
Really?
like to reiterate
Okay.
and say that is a thing.
You know what the connection is?
You're revising your statement.
Wasn't
Robin Hood?
No, he was Two-Face, wasn't he?
Carrie Elwes was... Am I thinking of the same guy?
Oh, it's Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face, you
Who was the
jackass.
Two-Face in the next one?
I don't think that was Carrie Elwes. You gonna check the magic internet box?
I'm checking the magic. I'm going.
Carrie Elwes was the guy from Robin Hood Men in Tights with Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Yeah, and he was Princess Buttercup's butt chug.
Princess Bride, right?
Yeah, butt chug. Princess
Yeah, like he's got a
Buttercup's
really
nuts.
like specific voice. You know you're dealing with Carrie Elwes.
Did you say Abe Lincoln? No, I said, hey, Blinken.
Hey, Lincoln.
I love that movie.
What the fuck are you talking about, Al? I don't know where we're going here, bro.
I don't either.
You need a Dutch Rudder to clear your mind?
He's trying to get to Two-Face somehow, and apparently Carrie Elwes was doing it for him.
I thought there was going to be a Two-Face appearance in that Batman movie. Like from,
I like getting Harvey Dent.
yeah, because...
I think they're gonna do the right thing and like not retread the same ground that we've already tread. So I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this entire episode about talking about the Batman again. But I will say that I've been reading some stuff online where people are like, oh my god, people cling to the Dark Knight as their like favorite movie, right? But then if you try to rewatch the Dark Knight now, like it's been almost like 15 years and it doesn't. Some people are saying it doesn't hold up. Like it's not that like what's his name's Joker is not a good Joker, but like. That movie as a whole isn't like as great as people remember it being. And the case might be made for this one in 15 years, I'm sure, when they reboot it for the 10th time.
And I wonder how much nostalgia plays because, my first Batman movie was 89,
Yeah.
So to me, that was like when you're...
Right, so it's good because you remember it being good. Not necessarily because it's good.
Yeah.
But it could also just be good.
But there's also things I've seen like the BMX movie Rad. That we talked about a couple. Have you rewatched that thing? It's a solid gold shit sandwich.
Who's the girl?
I've seen Grind though.
It's the broad from Uncle Jesse's.
Yes, we talked.
we did talk about this.
We talked
Yeah.
about her.
And then we talked about how she was in trouble with the law.
Yeah, that movie is completely unwatchable now. Not as unwatchable as comic book films, but close.
Jesus Christ. It's gonna be like our legacy to just like that's like the pineapple of our show, right? We're gonna mention comic book villains every episode.
Yeah.
I was wrong about Carrie Elwes.
Yeah, dude.
Who
I
was
was.
this?
It's
Some nobody.
Tommy
it's the
Lee
other-
Jones.
No, the second Two-Face.
One in Dark Knight.
I didn't look up.
Oh, yeah, the guy that looks like
Carrie Elwes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
looks
it's definitely
similar.
not him.
He's not English though.
Yeah, he doesn't have the voice.
And you know what? That's something I'd love to bring up. We need to stop letting all these
Darren
UK
Eckhart Elwes. It's the same name.
No, about that, but alright.
Well,
I think we need to stop letting these UK cocksuckers come in and take our American fucking roles.
How the fuck does Rick from Walking Dead do such a good Southern accent as a guy from the UK?
Now, Rick was amazing in Love Actually.
What? Really? The same guy?
Yeah, same guy.
Andrew Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
He was,
wait.
Andrew, what's his name again?
Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln was the guy that went in front of Keira Knightley's door. She was married to that black dude, and he kept showing her the cards like, I want to rub your butthole lips. I want to do all this shit. And she's like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm already married. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. I love you.
Love
You
It
don't remember
Actually?
this scene? Yeah, you don't remember this scene?
I just know the name of the,
Is
it
it?
exists.
Is this a chick flick?
Yeah, it's super chick flick.
Oh.
That would explain why we haven't seen it.
But it's... Oh, okay, bro. Weren't you just trying to suck Peter Dinklage's dick the other day? 'Cause
He
you wanted
was.
to-
Yeah, it was. And
Would you let Peter Dinklage give you a grumpy munchkin? And I don't say munchkin. Fuck!
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say munchkin because he's a little person.
you said it. You
I
said it.
know. It
We're
was
gonna
just,
get canceled then.
no. It was just a thing.
It was a slippery
I told
tongue?
my wife before I left, I go, the days we don't have good topics is when I put my fucking foot in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. So
I didn't mean munchkin for that.
so that movie though, right?
You went and saw it.
I went and saw it. It's already on digital video on demand. That just shows you how much faith the studios.
But
have.
it's a great story. It's
a great movie.
It's Roxanne with whatchamacallit.
Christian.
No, Steve Martin.
So instead of having a guy with a huge nose, it's a little person?
Yeah, Steve Martin.
But he kicks ass. Like he takes shit from nobody.
That's the story of
Dude, broads
Cyrano.
want to bang Peter Dinklage. Like Robin from Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, she loves him.
She used to like say how she wanted to have Peter Dinklage give her a ride around the world.
I mean, I would.
I gotta take
Nice.
this.
Would
It's
you?
a kidney.
Is it a kidney?
No.
This podcast has gone to shit.
Yeah. Our we're gonna have to verbally pause while Al checks because he has to have his phone ready at all times for a possible kidney. So if anybody has a kidney, like I know we've like asked you guys before, but like we weren't kidding. Like if you've got an extra and you feel like mailing it to like upstate New York, we'll take it for Al.
I mean, pretty much everybody's got an extra, don't they?
Yeah, I mean like it's not even like we're asking you to spend any money.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as
I'll
1, 2,
reimburse
3.
you for the shipping.
Yeah. I got a dude I know, Jesus, he lives on Bleecker Street. You just got to go take a little ride in his bathtub full of ice, and then we get Al a kidney.
Gee, I wonder if that's something we could do, like, like how some places, I mean, like, I used to live in Long Island during college, right, and, like, they make fun of this shit on, like, TVs and movies, but, like, I kid you not, we drive past Home Depot, like, on my way to school, and there's, like, 50, like, Hispanic people standing outside waiting to be, and you'd see, like, pickup trucks come up, and, like, the guys, like, stick their heads out the window, like
migrant day workers.
Yeah, I need, like, 4 guys to do drywall. And then they just like hop in the truck, or they're like fighting each other to get on the truck.
When I used to work at Home
Could I
Depot,
like go up to one of those guys and be like, "Hey, I need one of you guys for a kidney for the day." I mean,
but
your kidney.
what's the going rate for a kidney?
I mean, if you're a migrant day worker, probably not a lot.
I watched this Vice special. It's actually pretty amazing about how like the super rich and influential, like 1% in Japan, basically have this access to this underground network of
Tentacle monsters,
livers,
schoolgirls,
kidneys, ba 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 ba. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like for $50,000, they can say like, "Hey, go find this girl. We want her kidney," and they'll just do it.
Jesus,
it's like really incredibly
probably,
dark.
It's probably the Yakuza.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably didn't say that in the documentary, so they didn't get like murked. But
well, they also said like how the Yakuza now has been like really like brought to their knees, kind of like how the mob in the late 80s, early 90s were in the States. Like, like if you have Yakuza representative tattoos on your face, like you can't get a credit card, you can't go into get a job, you can't get loans. Like they're almost like
you can't get laid.
I'm sure they can probably still get laid, but
what are they gonna flex? I got nothing, and they can do nothing.
Yeah.
Do me.
Yeah, it's like Giuliani, when he became.
Oh boy.
I
look back on those days. Like I watch like anger management every once in a while. Like and like he's like, give her a 10-second frontier, and he's like being funny. And then I'm like, this is the same guy that got caught on tape in the new Borat movie trying to like seduce a 15-year-old.
That scene was amazing too.
It was real. There's no way they would have gotten him to agree to that for pay.
And how about like when he had the
I was back, guys.
Sorry about that.
He had the Trump. Like
rally?
press conference,
Yeah,
like
it was real.
in front of us, and his face is melting. He has like all this makeup and like we're talking about Giuliani and how he turned into a shitbird.
Yeah. And do like shitbirds.
Okay. Anyhow, yeah.
Shepherd.
No, I think about it. He was America's mayor there for.
Yeah.
Like he could do no wrong.
He was like Uncle Jesse, like being like America's uncle.
Yeah. You know what I really like? What's his head? Uncle Jesse. What is his real? Stamos. He's sexiest man alive at one point, right?
I mean, he had a pretty sexy wife too.
Yeah. And yeah. And I like him as an actor. I watch most things that he's in. Mm-hmm. But you know what drives me?
Has he been in?
He was on ER. He was on a couple things.
Yeah, he was.
And I like him, generally.
I wonder why he never popped.
But you know what I cannot stand? Kokomo.
Whoa, wait a minute, motherfucker.
Wait, yeah.
That fucking song kicks ass.
Okay, it's a catchy earworm, and it's overplayed as one of the Beatles or the.
What does that have to do with Uncle Jesse?
He's in the fucking video.
He played drums on
the video. I just heard the song.
He played drums on it.
He played drums like touring with the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Bongos and shit.
Yeah, cool. But it's considered like a Beach Boys greatest hits, and it's like one of their worst songs. It's an earworm.
How dare Aruba, Jamaica.
Ooh, I want to take you. Everybody knows that.
Montego.
Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. Is it one of the Beach Boys' greatest hits?
Yes. Even a millennial fuckstain like Nabil knows the words.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
All right.
Surfing USA is like just the same words through the whole song. At least Kokomo changes it up.
Well, did I send you the one where the guy did apple bottom jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Anyhow, let's talk about comics.
Is there anything fun to talk about in comics?
No comics? No comic talk?
You
guys talked about movies?
So we were speculating on Punisher last week. The book's actually out now.
Okay, so
did you read it?
I read The Punisher.
I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I've read it.
Okay.
So, spoilers. All right. So
wait.
So I have a sort of an issue with when you take away the things that are intrinsic to the character. So
is he woke Punisher?
No, but they take whoever they might be,
the proverbial
they want to take away the skull because the skull is been co-opted allegedly by police, military, and militia groups, right? So that's one of the reasons they said that the Punisher was getting the new logo, which is a demon.
Still kind of a skull, but it looks like an Oni.
Yeah, it's a demon skull. Okay. Yeah. 3 pages into the new comic, they have a double a centerfold essentially with every Punisher cover since the dawn of time.
Well, all the good ones anyway.
Yeah, I think Amazing 129 is in there. You know, War Journal, all these great Punisher covers with the skull on them are all there. And then the other thing that they want to do is take away the guns from the Punisher.
Yeah.
And
give him swords.
Well, there's a bunch of scenes where he's using guns and explosives and everything in this. And then there's the last page of the book, which again, they already took away his skull and gave him the new demon skull, but they take away the exact thing that motivates the Punisher.
Can I rewind a little bit?
That's without spoiling.
What does it mean? Is it a negative thing to be co-opted by law enforcement and military?
I personally don't.
Nowadays?
Think so. I personally don't think so.
His image is such that he's supposed to be at odds with them because he's doing their job for them because they can't get it right.
The other thing is that
so he doesn't want to be like associated with them. They'll be like, hey, we're on the same team.
No. The they who don't like it are without losing millions of viewers are a more woke audience.
You know, the last Punisher book I read was the one where it was
Frankencastle?
No, it's when they were going through the tunnels in the last big series. They were going through the Lincoln Tunnel during the War of the Realms series, and they had that Punisher. I love that. It was old school Punisher.
There was like a 5-issue mini after that, right?
Yeah.
Where he had to clean up the shit that got left by him.
He had people cleaning up the giants and stuff on it.
It was fantastic. Yeah. Like it was old school Punisher. Like
except for killing giants and shit.
Yeah, but it was had that kind of ethos of Punisher. Like I know you have to kind of upgrade and update these characters, but
well, what motivates the Punisher? The reason he's doing everything.
His dead family.
Yeah, his wife and children were killed by the mob, by criminals, and that's why he wants to eliminate all the criminals.
And I thought he was always the type of dude that he's going to get to his end goal any means necessary.
Or die trying.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care.
But
if he gets taken out along the way.
his motivation
is his wife and
his wife and kids. So read the last page of the brand new comic and spoiler it.
Really? Did you guys like the Netflix show?
The Punisher?
Yeah.
I thought it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I thought Barenthal has, so his Walking Dead was okay. What was he on it for? 10 episodes, 9 episodes.
Was it that short?
Yeah. So
maybe
he was okay there. Then he was in the Punisher. I'm like, okay, he's pretty good. But his best performance to date, in my opinion, is
Cop Shop.
Nope, he was good in that. The one with Will Smith.
He's not in that.
The one with Will. Oh, that's the other guy. Same guy.
Cool.
Yeah, but the one with Will Smith.
Which one was
The
that?
tennis movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was great.
King Richard.
Yeah, he was great in it.
That was He was like there. He was
really?
like
Yeah,
he
I
was
went
like
into
the pro that like scouted like
Yeah.
Venus and Serena, but like Will Smith's their dad, and he like at every turn, you know, the actor there's like, hey, like,
he's trying to coach and
yeah,
do
he's like,
his
this is
thing.
what we should do, and King Richard's like, no, we're gonna do it this way.
Will Smith is one of those guys that I feel doesn't. I mean, he gets his just due, but everybody thinks he's lame and kind of
Yeah.
a Hollywood
I think he's
douchebag. But he kills everything.
Has he made a
he's in.
bad movie?
Like I even like
think
that
so.
Netflix made-for-TV LAPD movie. Remember what? Did you
Oh,
watch?
Bright.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bright.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
good. I
enjoyed
liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why so many people gave that shit.
Yeah.
I would have watched more of that.
They're making another one,
Yeah.
supposed
Are they finally?
Yeah, but I don't think he's in it.
Oh, that sucks.
One of the best
Yeah.
4K movies I've ever seen.
Yeah?
It was my first 4K movie.
Oh, really?
I was a little off.
They released that on.
I still have one of those front-facing big screen TVs with the projector. Yeah, from 1984.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those are old. My buddy, we were playing Demolition Man on Sega Genesis.
Oh my god.
And we had to go to church. So
Oh, he left it on?
he left the fucker paused. And his parents had just got this. Spent like $4,000.
Yeah, back in the
brand
day.
spanking new. He's like, whoa. Then we come back and it's just burnt,
Cooked.
solid as a crisp on the projection screen. And oh god, he got an ass whooping so bad. I was like, all right, deuces, dude, I gotta go home.
See ya.
Can I borrow this game? Because you're not gonna be playing with it for a while.
Wasn't that like Van Damme and Snipes?
No, Demolition Man was Stallone and Snipes.
Stallone or
Oh,
something.
Snipes.
Yeah.
Well, I knew Snipes.
Demolition Man was the 3 seashells. Right?
Yeah, yeah. You know how to use them, right?
I have no idea, and it really bothers me.
You scoop it with one, and then you scoop the thing out, and
How do you get your ass clean with?
you scoop it with it.
Yeah,
And
but
then you
you
scoop it and scoop it into
Now,
the
if we,
toilet.
you know what? I really want to give all the viewers at home and
I mean, you could go try it.
and you two gentlemen a little life hack.
Oh my god.
So for the past couple months, I've been using this thing called Dude Wipes. Bro,
Poop wipes?
they are like wet wipes, but they're called Dude Wipes.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. My life has changed. I'll never go back to just paper again in my life.
What about when
Interesting.
you go
I
out
feel
to
like
eat?
an angel baby cheek is.
Good. See, this is it. He just asked you a question. He's not a home-based guy. He'll go anywhere. He's like a dog.
I've drove home from New York City to take a shit, my dude.
Yeah. He's like a dog. He'll poop anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
No, you see, he's one of those fucking weird sickos.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
like-
enjoy. He's like, well, I've been taking a shit in the Kmart in Herkimer,
Yeah.
so he'll drive to Herkimer
And then-
just to take a shit.
And
It's fucked up.
And it's
Yeah.
not even open anymore.
Yeah, he's a, you know what they call that?
A
A
ghost shit.
psychopath.
Yeah, that's a weird motherfucking thing.
Yeah, well, when I don't have prostate cancer and you do, I'll still be a weirdo, but you.
We're not saying we don't
And don't put
regularly.
that evil on
yeah.
me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
First of
5
all,
hours to drive to take a shit, that's a lot.
have you ever taken shit in the TGI Fridays in Midtown Manhattan, my guy?
I have. It's pretty gross.
I know that was a
Yeah.
trick question. I know you have because you're a sick fuck.
Yeah. I agree.
Have you ever taken a shit in the subway anywhere in this country?
No.
Borderline.
Yeah.
Over the borderline.
Have you ever taken a shit in a Chinese buffet?
Yes.
That's a sick motherfucker
Yeah.
right there.
That you got some issues, my
Yeah.
friend.
I drove
You're
home
on
from Binghamton, Albany. I'm a home field guy.
Yeah.
I have to have my dude wipes. I gotta have my area.
You gotta have your music.
I gotta have my acoustic guitar.
Oh, you're strumming while you're shitting?
I have a man who plays for me.
Oh, man, okay. Man, so.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage's stepbrother plays his
So,
son called the Grumpy Munchkin.
Ricky Bobby
So-
Dinklage.
So Punisher, just skip to the last page and tell me if you like it.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby Dinklage.
He's a short little guy, but he's an idiot like Ricky Bobby.
Huh? Okay.
All right, I'll read Punisher tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate it though, or am I gonna love it?
No. Well, it's what's his name? Jason A. Aaron.
Yeah,
He's a good writer. It's just
so this is one of those times again where like Al was like Matt, I'm a little bit less Matt, and Tom was just like, oh my god, it was so good. So
But you see, the thing is you have a good writer, but he's being told by the editorial people, this is what you have to do.
I think part of that's true, but part of that's just like I can smell Jason Aaron all over it because he likes to take characters and take them out of their element. Like, hey, Thor, guess what? You're not worthy anymore. We're gonna find a new way to make you cool. No more hammer. So this time it's, hey, Punisher, no skull, no guns, size.
He's not a friggin' Ninja Turtle.
I'm not saying it's a good choice. I'm just saying like that seems like his.
Dumb.
Hey, Wolverine, you know how you're always out and about and like fighting? We're gonna make you a teacher,
Hey,
and you're gonna teach school
You know what
kids.
we're going to do? We're
Doesn't
going to
know the
give
Jason
Frank
Aaron thing.
Castle a new secret identity. He's going to work at the Daily Planet as an investigative reporter.
I
That'd
feel
be
like
great.
they
I'd
do
read that.
these things on purpose. Like, we're gonna really piss everybody off
Uh-huh.
on this book, get some talking going,
Uh-huh.
and then when we inevitably bring it back to the way it was in a year, we'll get a lot of credit for doing the fan service.
Do you want to hear something else that's gotten people talking?
Ooh.
Sure,
Did you read the new King Conan?
I haven't.
Okay.
So
I'm not a big Conan guy. No.
Well, I happen to love Conan.
I know you do.
Yeah. So Conan, in the new King Conan, they introduce a character called Mama something. I don't know.
Mama
No,
Luka
I-
Boo Boo Day?
It's something like that, but it's a native. It's a native.
Swarthy man with long hair just doesn't do it for me.
It's a Native American name that
Can you say Native American?
I don't know what else to call him.
Okay.
But it's tied
I'm
back.
offended, though.
It's tied back to Pocahontas. It was like a name she also used.
Okay.
Okay, so they have this character, and he uses this name, and people are in an uproar that the writer.
It's like your granddaughter 10 times down
I
the
don't
road.
know. The writer didn't do a good enough
research.
job on his research not to call her this, and so he's apologized for it.
Oh god.
He made a donation to some Native American charity, and in
I hate that.
all the digital stuff and any reprints, they're going to rename the character.
Yeah, I think I do remember you saying something about
Yeah.
that. So
But-
like I hate like I get if you feel like you actually have to apologize for something, but when they do those like gestures like, oh, I'm gonna donate to this thing or I'm gonna like stand behind this cause, it's just it feels like pandering. Like
But
It's posturing, yeah.
it's it's odd to me that the
this
character
is the thing that gave you the reason to do it. Like
the character would have been accepted. They have no problem with the character
Yeah.
except that it uses
the use
this
of the
name.
Well, see, this is the thing that I argue about. Like, the big thing now is, like, say if there is, let's just say, a cisgendered white man, and he wants to write a story about a transgendered black teenager, and he has a story in his heart that he wants to tell.
you can't tell it.
We're getting into the point now where you can't write fiction about a subject that you might have love for, like where white people can't cook Mexican cuisine because it's cultural appropriation. But what if you have a great love for that culture and you want to represent it and learn from it and kind of...
Yeah, what if you were a white guy that grew up in the barrio and you actually have that life experience even though you're not Mexican?
I mean...
People make the assumption that you don't know dick, and really you're like, I might know more than you.
Can a black guy not write a story about Eastern Europeans in the 1500s? Like...
No, you can't anymore.
What if he's got a love for it and a historical knowledge of it and a research, like, I feel like we're kind of putting each other in such a box now where
the thought
all of
police
this
will
race
get you.
stuff is getting worse than actually getting better, because if you're a white person, you wear dreadlocks, you're culturally appropriating Rastafarian culture. And
I think-
what if you have a love for Rastafarian culture?
I think to stand in solidarity,
We're in a
you
fucking
should wear your
melting pot.
fucking dreads next week.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a little tough, with my hair situation. Maybe you
Didn't you used to?
I did, yeah. I used to have hair down past my shoulders. Look like a complete douche. But
I'm sure your kid will like make up for it with lots of hair.
I mean, I could see if you're super culturally insensitive and you're saying, look at these Indians, they're savages. I mean, I think normal people have no time for that, and it's horseshit. But I mean, if you're really
of
giving
people
love
savages.
and a basis to the stuff you're writing about, then
like
everything should go.
If you think about where we all grew up here, you know, we're filled with you know, Mohawk and the Iroquois nation. So could there be a chance where white people want to tell a story about natives and you can't?
Yeah, what if instead of making a donation to some charity because somebody made you feel guilty, you're like, you know what, I got a really creative story that I could tell to give back to their culture about this character. It wouldn't fly.
And I think it is a thing too where it's the vocal kind of hey, there you go. It's a vocal minority that's pushing culture nowadays. And it's the normal centrists that are kind of just, they're like, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just not going to discuss it.
Right.
When we're really getting into a scary, like if you're making a YouTube video about rape, you can't say the word rape through the fear of your video being demonetized. Even if you're talking of rape culture and...
Or just making a description of it.
Yeah, dude, you can't even say the word anymore. Like, where are we going?
Thought Police, 1984. Yeah.
Dude, it's like, we're not there yet, but fuck, man, we're building to it.
Well, both my feet are working again, so I can run away from it if I want to. I mean, I'm not gonna, but...
I guess. I mean, you know, I think sometimes you talk about this stuff and you're talking about fear-mongering and stuff, but I think the way we're going is backwards rather than forwards as far as race relations.
Sometimes I think the way to solve all the problems in the world is just buy somebody a stuffed crust pizza.
Dude, I wanted a stuffed crust
He thinks
pizza
all
so
pizzas should be stuffed crust.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if I could be down with that. Like some super thin pizzas, like I feel like I'm better when the crust is super thin.
Dude, think about a New York
I love stuffed
Neapolitan style.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
With maybe a little thin stuffed crust.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they like put some cheese over the top of that crust and baked it in.
Listen, bro, this isn't your fucking fantasy. So kiss my ass.
I'm
It's
still
my
waiting.
stuffed crust
I'm
fantasy.
still waiting for the first one. First ass kissing you were supposed to present me.
Oh, well. We edited that part out.
Oh boy.
So, taking this to the next step, you know, you have these people that, you know, some people are just jackasses, but then some people make an honest mistake and do something that gets them canceled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've sort of
this episode.
yeah, like this episode's getting us canceled.
It's not a mistake if you know.
But there's this point where we have to be able to separate the art from the artist. Like, okay, if somebody's
a tough one.
if somebody's a real shitbird,
J.K. Rowling.
well, J.K. Rowling's a great thing. So do you know about that?
Yeah,
Or did you tell me?
She made a comment about a character she created, who she is the only one on Earth who can definitively speak about a character she created, and she's getting canceled for it? Fuck you.
Well, the other thing, I guess she wrote a new book under a pseudonym, and the name that she picked happens to be the name of two horribly anti-transgender people or something.
Really?
That could be a coincidence, though.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so
what's the pseudonym?
I don't know.
Okay.
So she's getting hammered, you know, about this, right? So the question there becomes, okay, do we throw away everything that she's done that's good, which is Harry Potter and the gajillions of dollars that it's made? Or do you separate the art from the artist and say, this is good, they're a real shitbird?
Yeah, but the question still stands. Like, the reason she's an original shitbird is completely unvalidated if you just look at what was said.
Talking about her own character is not the problem. It's like the thing she said about trans people, LGBT people as a whole.
Yeah.
Right, but see, I think that a lot of times we get our news out of context. So what was the exact thing that she said
know.
in context?
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah, because
So here's another hypothetical. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got a better one.
So
that hits home for me anyway. Go
so
ahead.
Monet, okay, great painter, did the lilies and all that. They're beautiful, right?
Lilies.
So say in modern times he's a painter and he paints these beautiful lilies and he says something horrible. Does that take away the fact that those paintings are beautiful? You know, so he's a real shitbird. You know,
I think.
Or Ty Cobb.
Ooh.
Ty Cobb's a great baseball player. You know, with all those hits and everything, but he was a horrible racist.
And how about Lou Gehrig? He manufactured that disease to kill thousands of people. Fucking asshole.
Oh boy. How about Joss Whedon? Joss Whedon's a more contemporary one.
Yeah. Okay, so
I love Buffy.
So-
I love
And what was
Angel.
it that Joss
Yeah.
Whedon did? Wasn't he considered a misogynist or something?
So
he used to bark at the women or something.
Well, yeah. So he's like was considered like one of the biggest proponents of feminism. He's always doing the female lead. He's like, you know what I mean? Like he's like the guy for like, I'm here to lift you up, ladies. And apparently it comes out that like the shit started with Ray Fisher there with Justice League, right? Like he totally like ripped his character out of the movie. He like said lots of shitty things about him. And at first he didn't acknowledge it, right? Like it was just Ray Fisher talking at the ether, and Joss Whedon wouldn't say anything. Then people.
What was Ray Fisher's character?
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So then
great
people.
character.
Well, we'll never know, right?
Yeah.
So then the people from some people from Buffy and Angel started to come out of the woodwork and they're like, yeah, he was real mean. He would like say real disparaging things to the girl who played Cordelia on Buffy and Angel. Like when she was pregnant, he was just like, get rid of that fucking baby so you can be on screen and things like that. Like, like lose some weight.
I'd like to say one thing.
Yeah.
Most of the times when these people are in the forefront and they're barking it for a cause so loudly, they're usually the ones that in the background are demolishing it the hardest.
Yeah, because
like
it's
these congressmen that are going to go against gay marriage are getting sucked off in an airplane bathroom.
Nice.
It's the same type of deal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
well,
saying?
totally, because it's like it's kind of like trying to like beat the effect on yourself, because it's like now that like the spotlight's on him, he's like, whoa, look at all these years of stuff that I did.
But how do we?
Yeah.
So
how do we believe which?
Well, not only that, but if Joss Whedon is a shitbird that yelled at women on the set, right? Yeah. Does that negate everything that he did?
And that's where I have a hard time, because like I really like all that stuff, and, and like knowing now that he's probably a shitbird is like,
but
like,
you still buy Buffy?
Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, it goes all the way back to the Catholic Church.
Oh boy.
Raping, molesting hundreds of thousands of kids.
Thou shalt.
Thankfully, you're not Catholic.
It's just like, do you throw the baby out with the bathwater? I don't think you can.
I would not.
I mean, Hitler was a painter, you know.
Speaking of him, did you watch the new Kingsman movie?
I didn't. I really enjoyed the first and second one.
So this one's really like weird. There's some really weird shit that happens with like Rasputin.
Isn't that wasn't the Kingsman a comic book first?
Oh yeah, it's Mark Millar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
is it Miller or Millar?
I always thought it was Millar.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I thought it was Millar also. If we're wrong, Mark Millar, correct us, please.
Yeah. Comment down below.
Yeah, because you're obviously watching.
Yes.
Well, you get 50,000 followers. It's possible that one.
150,000 now.
Oh, well.
Except we got canceled, so we're now down to 0.
Hey, and if you watch this thing, Ass Clown, can you just subscribe to it? 11 is kind of an embarrassing joke.
Yeah. So you got to hit the like.
3 of them are my family members.
What's this? Like and subscribe. Isn't that how they do it?
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Just pound the fuck out of that like button like a speed bag in your fucking grundle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we're doing pretty good, guys. It only took us 38 minutes to do a shameless plug.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
we're
also,
not really trying.
Make some fake accounts and like and subscribe.
Yeah, because my mother-in-law, my mother wouldn't even subscribe.
I tried to, and it wouldn't let me.
Well,
it said you're a jerk.
Make up some. I am?
No, it said me.
Oh, well, I am too. Nabil is a jerk.
Well, I'm a millennial trash. Whatever.
Shitbird.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, there's a lot of really like freaky shit with Rasputin, right? Like at one point, like historically, he was really weird, right?
Like he couldn't be killed.
At one point, so they're like, okay, we need to like get real close to this guy. Like, who do we send? And they look at one of the ladies and they're like, no, that won't work. And they look at the main star's like son in the movie and they're like, get him. And he's sitting across from Rasputin at this dinner party and like trying to like talk up Rasputin to go to another room with him. And Rasputin moves over to the kid's dad and he's like, I think your son is trying to fuck me.
Yeah.
And the dad looks right back at him and says, well, maybe you're trying to fuck him. And I'm just like sitting there like, what? What is this? But it was funny. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of funny stuff in that movie.
Yeah, that's in the theater?
No,
it's on
Hulu. It's on Hulu now.
Oh, is it?
In fact, I think it's on Disney Plus in some places, and Variety like got all like up in arms because like, this doesn't really seem like a family movie. Dropping the F-bomb left and right, and Rasputin trying to.
What's wrong with the F-bomb?
Trying to do younger men. And,
You know what movie was kind of in that same vein that I enjoyed? Wanted. Remember that movie where they curve the bullets?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Douche.
I can curve bullets
with Angelina.
Yeah.
That was good. I mean, that was.
Is that the
comic
one
book.
where he hits the guy in the face with the keyboard?
Everything's in slow motion and curving and
Yeah.
going. It was like after the Matrix, big blow shot.
Did you ever see how they did that where he leans back?
No.
It's like a board that he leans on, and there's a guy in a green suit holding the boards up.
Oh, I thought it was like Limbo.
Hey, wasn't Carrie Elways in Wanted or whatever? his
Jesus.
fucking name?
No.
Aaron Eckhart and Carrie Elways is the same guy. Just look at him.
Who's the chick that played Trinity in The Matrix?
I didn't care.
Carrie Elways.
Her name's Carrie something.
Fisher?
Yes?
No, Carrie Fisher's dead.
Yeah,
That's
Carrie.
Princess Leia.
Leia played Trinity in The Kingsman. Anyway, the chick who played Trinity is in this video game I'm playing, Horizon Forbidden West, which is fucking kick-ass. And it was good.
I'm also really pissed about Elden Ring. I'm not a fan of it.
See, dude. You know why? Because you're not a real gamer, dog.
I'm not.
You can't hang in these streets.
I'm
like
not.
me and Al.
I'm not a Souls guy. I never got into those Souls games, and I clearly didn't pay attention when I bought it.
You know what I do every Souls game I buy? Bloodborne.
Throw your controller.
No, I find the glitch to over level, and then I just go in and one hit bosses, and it makes the game fun.
Mm.
So you should try that. Go
Yeah.
find
Glitch, over level, one hit.
Yeah.
So I just saw a report that some jerkhole from IGN managed to beat the game in an hour. So I got to find out what his technique was.
He glitched over level, one
Yeah, I got to
punch.
find out what the glitch is.
He gold farmed,
Uh-huh.
bought a kidney from Japan, sold it to a Yakuza, and then lived a normal life.
I don't know. I
That's
heard
what my plan is.
one of the things about this game
We were
that's
talking
I think harder than some Souls games is people are like, oh, you go into a cave to fight a boss, right? Like, it's too hard. You go to another cave, it's another boss of the same kind, and it's like farming's a lot harder in Elden Ring than some of the past games.
Is that?
Yeah.
Did you buy that physically?
Yeah.
Why don't you let me borrow it?
I might. You get PS5?
Yep, before you. I actually waited in line the day before my wedding for a
No,
PS5.
I don't think you got it before me. I got it release week.
Oh, I got it the day it released, my guy.
Okay, so then we got it the same day.
No, I think I got it 5 minutes before you. So
I got a Nintendo GameCube. I
got
got the
it.
Power Glove.
Oh, the Power Glove. So I had a Power Glove and
What
a
was
Power
that?
Pad
Yeah, what was that movie with
Kung Fury?
with
No.
Fred Savage.
Yeah, Fred Savage, Kevin Arnold.
Fuck!
Yeah,
Tron?
Fuck you.
it was Pinball Wizard, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Devin
You-
Townsend.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, so I brought home the Power Pad and the Power Glove.
Yeah.
So I was the coolest kid on my street for 2.4 seconds.
Was the Power Pad the big giant controller?
It's basically a keyboard.
Bro, where are you from,
No, what's
dog?
the big giant
It
controller?
was big, but you stepped
No,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, but what was the big giant?
That was the Nintendo.
Like the button was that big on each
yeah.
one. Big giant Fisher Price.
I think you saw that after you took two hits of acid after
Yeah.
Woodstock. Anyway, so I brought my Power Pad home,
Yeah.
put
And you
my
were
Power
dancing
Glove,
Dance Dance Revolution.
and my fucking cunt dog, Molly, Beagle, this dog ate rocks. Literally would get rocks out of the driveway and stuff and eat them whole.
What the fuck?
So this dog came down, she goes, oh, this kid just got a brand new Power Pad and a Power Glove. I got it. Let me take a piss and a shit on said Power Pad and let me chew this awesome Power Glove up till it's a nothing.
Nice.
So she did that.
God rest her soul.
And then I booted the dog's ass off the deck. That's a lie. I didn't do that. I love dogs, but I wanted to.
You thought about it.
Yeah. But you know what? Donnie Cates, going back to comic books, what was that thing you shared to me with Donnie Cates talking about something? Like, if he wanted to write an ultra-violent Punisher,
Yeah.
Marvel wouldn't have shit to say about it.
Oh,
Because he has carte blanche.
he said something about
They're
Batman.
just making a Max title.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He couldn't see Batman. He said
He said-
Donnie Cates says no Marvel writer
Yeah.
is allowed to see Batman by Marvel law.
And if they did, they're lying.
yeah. And then some dude's like, you weren't missing much. It was the worst movie ever.
So, jeez.
But if Donnie Cates wanted to write
Batman.
an ultra-violent Punisher
I would read
with
it.
his piece hanging out, with like rockets that shoot out of
Yeah.
his piece.
Well, speaking of
Are you
ultraviolet,
talking about Rockets coming out of his ding dong?
Yeah.
Garth Garth is revisiting both The Punisher and Fury in summer 2022.
God bless. See, now there's a man that we can always count on.
I'm just sad that he doesn't have his artist partner anymore. The one we did Boys with and like. Well, it was Derek Robertson.
But he worked with John McCrae and Fabry.
Yeah.
Are you going
Fabry,
to that?
I want to go to that.
Are you going to that? Because maybe we can get this dickhead to get the shit signed.
Well,
yeah.
There's a Boston.
Wicked Con in Boston. Glenn Fabry and Simon Beasley are going to be
if
there.
you guys are going, I'd probably have to stay here and work the shop.
I know, one of us can go.
But then I'll stick you here when I go to Fan Expo, and then I'll say, okay, who do you want from there? And then I'll drag him with me. Because I usually get four.
Well, I think Wicked Con is part of. No,
it's its own thing.
It's its own. Oh.
This one's like in the spring, right? Boston's in the summer.
April something.
Boston's Fan Expo's in August.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Cubs win.
Because you didn't go to the last one.
I didn't go to the last one because I was broke. Because I was jobless.
Because you were supposed to get me what's his name signature.
Yeah, but now I have a job again.
Yeah.
What was his name?
The guy who wrote the Dresden Files.
Jim Butcher.
No, the guy who is the voice on Audible of the Dresden Files. Spike from Buffy.
Yeah, Kim Marshall. Yeah, that made me real sad that I missed that.
Yeah.
Just for myself.
Mm.
Would you try giving James Marsters a Dutch Rudder?
I'd give him whatever he wanted.
This dude is a freak, bro. I've been trying to tell everybody this kid is a fucking freak.
I mean, do you really have to convince anybody?
Yeah.
Does it take a lot? True.
How are you feeling with the boot off, by the way?
Better.
Not hop along casting anymore?
No, he's got a little gimp going on.
Yeah, it feels a little weird, like uncomfortable trying to stand upright again instead of dragging ass.
I compound fractured 4 bones in my ankle, and I had a cast on for 16 weeks. And I remember
still do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Right.
I did everything. I remember the smell
of it,
taking that cast off, because you just had an open air boot.
Yeah, because I took that off every night before I went to bed.
So you didn't have a break, or
it was a fracture.
What's the difference between a fracture and a break? It's not a full.
It's a partial break.
Okay.
What's the difference between a bisque and a chowder?
It's like a nail.
Potato.
It's like a nail hanging off.
That's what I said.
The nail completely ripped off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So there's still, like you press the nail back and it'll slowly heal. So, that's what happened.
Yeah, so my father went in for cancer surgery. He had his right lung removed, and I wanted to have a rager at my parents' house. So I cut my cast off 4.5 weeks early.
Oh, jeez.
And,
well, that just explains everything.
Yeah, now the thing hurts me. So leave your cast on, kids.
Yeah.
Get a kidney, leave your cast on.
Get a Dutch Rudder.
Yeah. Dutch Rudder, don't get kidney failure, leave your cast on.
Yeah. What other books came out this week?
Oh, JLA Avengers shipped.
Oh.
Now, this is a great story.
Can you just give me that?
No. Did we actually talk about this on air yet?
No, we talked about it when I ordered it, I think.
You guys only got reiterate the whole story.
So do you want to tell the story?
We can go back and forth.
All right, so go ahead.
So Perez,
George Perez.
George Perez, of major comic fame, of like
nicest guy in comics.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, Teen Titans, all the great shit from DC in the 80s.
Avengers
is not doing so hot. Like he's
hospice, right?
He's in hospice currently. He's better than some people in hospice. He's still like moving around and seeing family and stuff, but like he's not doing so great.
What is
Stage 4 pancreatic cancer?
Jesus Christ.
So he did a book. Was that in the early 2000s or mid 90s? It was Avengers JLA crossover, right? It was like one of those rare times that like both companies were like, hey, let's get together, and get it on. And then they made a 4-issue mini, and then they put a trade out of it. And the trade's been out of print for years.
And they've been trying to get it back in print.
Yeah. So they decided, hey, let's do it. But instead of just doing it, so they did 7,000 copies?
So they got DC and Marvel got their act together. They allowed the Hero Initiative,
which is a charity for like writers, artists, comic people,
creators. They allowed them to do a reprint of it, and it's got some special stuff in it, like some an intro by Busick.
It's like an intro and an outro,
and some
probably some
covers, and
covers,
stuff,
maybe some like pencils and inks on things.
So part of the deal was that they were limited
7,
to 7,000 copies.
May I ask a question?
Yep.
Why was it if we're trying to raise umpteenth money for
so
charity, why was there only 7,000?
I think there hasn't been a real explanation that I've read on that yet, but from what I've inferred from some of these stories is that it was some legal mumbo jumbo agreement between Marvel and DC because it's a charitable thing to limit it to 7,000. So here's the problem with that.
Wouldn't you want the most?
Yeah,
I would.
That's what I said.
But so there's roughly 3,200 diamond accounts in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
So using that math, there's roughly, that's how many stores there are.
Yeah.
So each store
1.8 per shop.
Exactly.
More like somewhere between 2 and 5 a shop.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we
I
got,
ordered 10.
yeah.
The other interesting thing is I can't remember which one. But one of the major comic book stores that
Midtown,
one of them
is like an official hero
initiative
store.
So they probably got a bunch. So
you ordered 10. How many did you get?
2.
And so we're
raffling
1.
What are you doing with the other one? Safekeeping.
Safekeeping. It's in the archive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's interesting?
Well, to the store owners go the spoils.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes.
yeah, I already have all the single issues, so Anyway, the real issue with this is there's some real shitbirds to use. That should be our official insult.
The shitbird.
There's some real shitbirds out there that went around to stores and picked
Scooped up their limited copies.
Yep, scooped them up, and they're now on eBay for
$200, $300, $400.
$200, $300, $400, $500 for a trade paperback. Now,
and none of that money, unless they're telling you it is
Yeah.
going to the charity.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, you figure all us stores who paid DC or Marvel or whoever
What's the
Like-
cover price?
30.
30, 29,
So
90.
they already got the money, quote unquote, that they were expecting to get because they send them all to all the stores, so we all been charged for it, right? But stores, there's a good amount of stores that are like gonna take the money that they get from it and contribute it as well to kind of double dip, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So like us, the raffle that we're doing, it's we're gonna draw for it on Free Comic Book Day, and all the proceeds we're keeping off to the side. And we're donating it to the Hero Initiative.
Yeah, that's a great thing too.
Yeah. So,
Right. But all these shitbirds that are sniping them,
yeah,
and
they're gonna pocket the $400 and say,
yeah,
"Fuck you, George."
I mean, I
Perez."
understand the speculation business, and I understand selling a book when it's hot for the most amount.
Once in a
But
while,
this is
somebody's
this is here for a charity. Let it go.
Yeah.
Don't be shitbirds.
Yeah, but they're out there. We'll get them.
Yeah.
Little dogs.
It's like
Karma is a nasty, evil woman.
it's like
Remember that.
Nike releases these shoes for a children's cancer hospital every year, and they're super hot, limited edition.
Yeah.
And the street price on them will be like $300, $400. They'll literally go for 30,000, 40,000 on the secondary market.
Really,
So-
for a sneaker.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude,
sneaker
I'm in the
game,
wrong business.
You most certainly are. Sneakers are, I mean, take the difficulty of your JLA and times that by 15,000 on a just regular Jordan every day. Like I've put in on the sneaker app for Nike maybe like 50 or 60 times to win on the lottery because you have to enter in a lottery just to buy the shoes.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
full
you're not
price.
winning the shoe, you're just winning the opportunity to buy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have hit on 0 of 60. So
How do you get them?
I'm not cool enough to do that.
sometimes I'll get little hits at the Nike outlet in Waterloo,
Yeah, like that.
or I won't go online, and so I'm either gonna pay retail or not at all.
So is it
I don't have
only,
big money to fuck
Is
with
it
this.
only raffles? Or can you not go to the stores and get them when they come out?
You can try.
Uh-huh.
You can also wait in line for 8-9
Okay.
hours, and then maybe you won't. I mean, because
Maybe
you gotta
get a
think
PS5.
like comic book, you're just trying to get one thing. Here, Nike shoes, you can get 2 different colorways, your exact size, it's just.
Yeah, the exact size part would really kill me because I'm 14.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What size shoe do you have?
13.
Although I
wear size 12.
so you got your Nikes. I got some custom Vans that I just picked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got them on now?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you got some slides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, shoes are weird, but I'm telling you, dude, there's a lot of kids that are 14 making millions of dollars a year.
Yeah, on sneakers.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm wearing the same Doc Martens from 1995.
Basically, what you realize nowadays, if you have a little bit of hustle and an entrepreneurial spirit, you can get to the cash very fast in a number of different ways. Yeah. But then sometimes I think you can also get your fingers into too many different things.
Too many holes.
Yeah.
Chase too many rabbits, you catch none.
Yeah.
Orifices.
Walk down the hill to fuck all the cows. Isn't that the line or
Yes.
something?
Do you ever
Yes,
try
son.
to put like 5 fingers into one hole?
No.
We still talking about?
We were actually, I was talking about this the other day. Is DP 2 into 1 or is it 2 into...
I don't think we can go into this. This is a kid's show.
This is a fucking kid show?
You really want to?
No, well, yeah, let's skip the DP.
Marvel put out a comic with the new universe called DP7.
There's 7 of them?
I guess, yeah.
Ear, nostril, nostril.
Yeah, that's...
Vas deferens.
Yeah.
I have my vas deferens pierced.
Mouth hole.
Mouth hole, yeah.
Pee hole.
I don't know what the hell's going on at this point. You guys have lost me. I'm all out of topics.
You are?
Yeah.
No.
Are you sure you're out of time?
Yeah. I don't have anything else on my little list.
Yeah.
Talked about Conan, talked about the Punisher, JLA.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Subscription sheets at a comic shop. All right. If any of you listeners or readers or viewers or whatever, keep your sheets up to date with your local comic shop. All right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you come in and tell us you don't want something and we don't give it to you, and then 2 weeks later you ask where it is, you ain't gonna get it.
Or how about if you're on the sheet for, like, say, Grimm Fairy Tales, for instance,
Oh, boy.
and they're on issue 60,
You get them
but
all.
you get on issue number 56 7 years after the fucking book actually released, you're like, what the fuck happened here?
You like that though. That's a simple mistake.
That's less money that you would just spend on
And you know, I
stuff.
forgot to bring that book back to fucking return it.
Yeah.
You always will.
I know I will.
Bring it back.
No, I'm just keeping it.
Just keep your sheets, your subs up to date so that people know what you actually want, and then you'll actually get it.
So
That's the moral of the story.
So on that topic, and I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I think it would be interesting to like give it a trial run, but a while ago, maybe around the time you first started here,
Yeah.
They started offering the thing from previews.
No.
The app.
I do all that work now. But here's the problem with it.
Yeah.
So if you use previews,
Yep.
the difference is you're allowing the inmates to have keys to the asylum,
Oh,
right?
I'm aware.
So
but it's still a topic of discussion.
what you'll get is you'll get this guy subscribing to one thing today, and 2 days later unsubscribe.
Let's give them the spiel real quick though.
Yeah.
Because you jump in.
Can I interrupt really quick?
Yeah.
Are we talking about an app to where you have a subscription on an app that you pick and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
In theory, sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Right.
In theory, but
In theory, it's a great idea
Yeah.
if you're a customer. In theory, as a retailer, that scares the ever living daylights out of me because up until FOC, I don't know what I'm.
Or like if it lets you take off a book and add a book the day it comes out, and it's like, okay, well, you didn't get that because you're doing it the day of.
So there would have to be kind of an arbitrary time.
There's.
Well, the app doesn't. You know, the app doesn't tell you that.
Is there already an app that exists?
Oh sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a preview.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it is. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. We'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, but
I do. So that I'm sort of like on the fence on, especially for the fact of like not having the materials like when we would need it. There's another thing though that I don't know how other stores do this, but we have a want list, right? Like we've got a book where we put like the things that you're reordering, you're just looking for or whatever.
And plus, if there's a hot book that's coming out, you guys will let us know 3 or 4 months in advance. Like, hey, Spawn Gun.
Yeah,
Well, that's for
out.
new stuff.
Yeah.
The want list is more like for like old
Stuff
shit
that came out.
The shit that already came out that you missed, or just old shit that you're like, hey, I'm getting into collecting, you know,
Defenders.
Alf like fucking like Seal comics. Can you put me down in case you ever see those? That's what the want list is for.
Yeah.
So I have put this to Al before, and we haven't really like discussed it in a while, but I think that would serve well in an electronic format.
My problem is
With the want list, the
want list. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about
other people
having an issue with it.
Yeah. We have somebody who manages the want list, but I mean, if I took that job away from him, I don't know that he would be upset. Like I feel like if I'm giving him less work.
Yeah, but how much less work are we going to give him until there's no work?
Is this person a Family Guy fan?
Yes.
I mean, you just give them fill-ins. You can do fill-ins forever.
Yeah.
And that's actually like a good thing that always needs doing. But anyway, so I mean that could be something in the future where you like message us on Facebook and be like, hey, I need this in the want list. And it's like, oh, here's our want list tablet. I'm gonna copy and paste that into our want list file.
Yeah.
So that I see some like modernization in, because right now it's a big old maroon binder that's the pages are practically falling out of. If not, they are in fact falling out.
S is a horrible letter.
Oof, S is a bad
I
one.
can't
Or
even-
you could give your want list to Mike Albrace, and he'll call you every 5.5 minutes.
No,
for an updated
no.
list.
Oh God, no. He'll say, oh, I've got that.
9.8 graded. I got a
So are you?
I got a
Hey,
10.3.
did you guys get your graded books back yet from CGC?
No.
How long are we dealing with this here?
We're at 13 months. I actually just sent an email about a week back that said, if the books aren't done, can you just return them? Because I would rather at least put them back in people's hands and like get my money back.
Well, I told you I had Jim Starlin sign the first Silver Surfer.
Yeah, was it one of those private signings?
No,
Oh.
I did it myself at the Albany Con.
Oh.
So I sent it to CBCS at the time because it wasn't a verified.
Yeah, so they would have given you a green label at CGC.
But CBCS will have
Yeah,
They've
they'll
got a
verify.
verification
Yeah.
system.
So I sent it out.
Was CBCS gold?
Yeah.
Nice.
18 months. They're like, we moved from Austin, Texas to Toledo, Ohio.
And we brought all your shit with us.
I was like, okay. So that was the 18th month. 24th month, I call them like, send me my fucking book back. We're at 2 full years on the day.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we'll get back to you. We'll send you a label out. We'll tell you the tracking, blah, blah, blah. The next day, they're like, your book's graded. It's on its way to you.
Oh.
Like, well,
How
hot
convenient.
damn.
Yeah, tell me you're gonna cancel it.
That's what I said. I said send me the books back. So I got to check for a response and see
Because
what's up.
don't you pay CGC for an expedited
Well,
program anyway?
I pay for the annual fee, which is supposed to get me like discounts and like credits and whatever. It's like, what the fuck's the point?
Like, are you telling me that CGC is so backed up that they're at 13 fucking months?
So here's my theory. One person told me one thing, which I do partially believe. At the point at which I'd sent the books in versus now, they got like bought out or whatever, right? And they've kind of changed the services they offer. So, like, our books say like this type of grading with this type of like cleaning and whatever.
Because you guys,
And they no longer offer those things.
you got your books cleaned and pressed too.
Some of them.
Could that be the issue?
For some of them.
Yeah, but those are factored into the times they give you initially, and they didn't give you no 13 months.
Another thing, if
Yeah.
you send them in groups, do you receive them in groups
No.
back?
Well,
No, they come back.
It's
Okay.
it's into like chunks.
Okay.
So if I sent out like
that's
20 books, the last thing we got back was 4 books. I mean, we got like 4 books back like a month ago, like out of like the 20 that I sent. So it's like at first I was like, ooh, progress, but I'm still sitting here like, where the fuck's the other 16 books? So, hey, kids and people out there, I do not
Like,
recommend
subscribe.
CGC.
Like, subscribe.
At no
But
point can I
here's the-
currently recommend them.
Here's the problem
If
with
they get their act together, maybe I'll change my mind.
Here's the problem with CGC as far as graded books
They're
go.
the fucking standard.
They're the gold standard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we could probably send our books to CBCS and get them back quicker.
It would take me less time to sell those raw books, right?
I know.
Buy graded copies on eBay
Yeah.
and give them to the people.
But it
Yeah.
is a thing that a CBCS and a CGC book, that CBCS will be 15% less.
Exactly.
Just
Or
because
more.
of the slab.
Yeah.
it's
Or
in.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just people are just like, oh, well, that's not a CGC. And I'm like, and?
And you know, CBCS has really stepped their game up. Like, they have a more. They have a nicer
because they know
slab.
CGC's slacking.
Yeah. I mean, PGX I don't even think is a thing anymore.
Well,
That's almost a guaranteed 10.
Yeah. I send them all the stuff all the time.
Why don't we start our own slabbing and grading business, call it guaranteed 10?
Guaranteed 10. Everything's a 10.
Just send us a book. It's going to be an extra $300, but it's a guaranteed 10.
and we'll get it back out to you in 30 days, not 30 months.
30 days. They're all 10s tomorrow.
It'll be a cardboard thing with like a plexiglass window. Here's your fucking slab, you ass clown. Guaranteed 10 though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so whatever. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck you.
Are you ready for the snowstorm?
Oh, yeah, we're in upstate New York. We had a snowstorm coming.
Woo!
I heard 6 to 8, then 10 to 12, 10 to 14, 10
Double
to 16.
digits, I'm here.
Wearing shorts.
Yeah, you know, first of all, fuck you, idiot. You're one of the shorts in any weather
Shipper.
guy is a weird motherfucker. You're a shitter anywhere, and you're a shorts all year guy.
Yeah. Although to be fair, the shorts right now are because I've had to be in fucking pants for 6 weeks with the boot. So like the
You
fact,
gotta air your shit out.
yeah. I wanted to be free yesterday. Like once I was at the doctor's office, right, and then all asked me, they go, "You got your other shoe?" I'm like, I didn't know I was gonna get this thing off. I would have.
Did they give you a shoe?
No, I wore my boot home and then I changed. I was because I live 5 minutes from Slocum Dixon. Random side note. When I was in your neck of the woods yesterday, I didn't realize there was a Slocum Dixon in the valley.
Yeah, they got a little side thing.
Yeah, but it didn't always have the Slocum Dixon sign. It used to just be like something else.
Yeah,
It's
no,
right next
they were.
to the banjo and rape store.
Yes.
The True Value, yeah,
Yeah.
in the Walgreens.
And the random Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Well,
And the KFC Taco Bell
Combo Wombo.
combo wombo.
Yeah.
dude, I mean, I want chicken tenders with my quesadilla. That's a good combo.
That is a good combo.
Are you guys aware of this? McDonald's has all these secret menus.
Dude, what about getting chicken tenders in your quesadilla?
Did you know that there's something where you can get a Big Mac but swap out
Yeah.
the beef for crispy chicken?
I told you that.
I told you that.
What?
I told both of you guys.
Then there's this double cheeseburger with McNuggets on it.
Yeah. Or one of them's like the Big Mac with the fish in the middle. 'cause they call
Yeah,
it surf
surf
and
and
turf.
turf.
Wait, it's just
They're-
what's the McNugget one?
It's a double cheeseburger
with McNuggets on
with
top with like
McNuggets.
barbecue sauce. It's
Yeah.
like their equivalent of like the rodeo burger instead of like onion rings.
With meat though? With
Yeah.
the meat on
Chicken
top?
cheeseburger, chicken nuggets, barbecue.
All between the bun. Yeah, it's like they're whatever. Instead of like making up a new thing, like I feel like fast food joints got super lazy during the pandemic. They're like, we're just gonna recycle the same
Yeah,
shit.
we're just gonna sell
But,
it.
like, say this
These
is
chumps are gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah.
They're
Alright.
stuck at home.
I loved it when McDonald's actually innovated. You remember the fucking snack wrap? I loved that thing.
Fucking snack wrap. Fucking A.
Yeah.
No, you know what I miss? The McDLT. Remember that?
They still
The
have
cool-
it in some regions.
No, because it's the container that they need, the styrofoam, the cool side cool and the hot side hot. And
You know what I love about fast food restaurants? Going to fast food restaurants in other countries.
Well, their sides are always better.
Well, like Toronto,
Yeah.
Taco Bell serves cheese fries.
Yeah, like poutine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like random, regular, just bullshit Zeb's cheese fries.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just like this isn't.
Burger King in the UK, you get fries, you get onion rings, or you get chicken balls, like little like deep fried like popcorn chicken basically, just like as a standard side choice.
Al loves Rocky Mountain oysters.
I do.
I don't know that you get that at a fast food joint though.
Yeah, you do.
Where
You can in Montana.
Montana's.
is the name of the restaurant or is that
Yeah.
the state?
It's the name of
The
the
restaurant in the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you fucking shitbird.
Yeah, I've never been to Montana. What can I tell you?
No.
And I'm not a fan of clams unless they're in chowder.
The Royale with cheese.
Now a fried clam I can do, but raw clams?
Do you like calamari?
No, I fucking hate calamari.
Good answer.
I'm not gonna get into this.
What
Good
to get
answer.
into what?
Oh, we'll tell you off screen.
Yeah,
You don't
there's
want
a
to know.
calamari thing.
Calamari controversy.
What is it?
You really want to talk about this? Okay.
I don't want to talk. I don't like it anyway.
The calamari industry is going to come after me if I talk about this
Yeah.
on air.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get
I
Yeah,
don't
big
want-
big calamari's coming for the Mobile.
big calamari.
That's your new nickname.
Yeah.
Calamari.
No,
It sounds
I
like a mob name.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Little
Big
Mobile.
squid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think that's about it for the Three Guys in an Empty Comic Shop this week, guys.
Yeah.
If you guys got anything that you want us to talk about, or you guys want to talk about
Remember-
anything to us, comment.
Like, comment,
Subscribe.
Yeah, just if you're watching this, just fucking subscribe, bro.
How's this work?
Get a chance
we're on
at a
YouTube.
free JLA.
Oh well.
Just I'm lying about
We're,
that.
we're on YouTube. We're in lots of the podcast platforms. We got a new logo too that went up. You should put that on the YouTube channel.
It's on the fuck. Is it on there?
Did
You put it on there, didn't you?
It's on there.
I didn't
It's
check.
on
It's
there.
our thing.
I didn't check
It's our
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our thing. So if you watch it, even if you fucking hate it,
Yeah, just
Like it
subscribe anyway.
what
And then-
fucking
and then-
problem is
and
it?
then-
Just fucking like it.
And then comment on it and call us shitbirds, and then
Yeah.
we'll
First
be happy.
person to say shitbird gets absolutely nothing. They get a chance to subscribe.
The fifth person who says shitbird can be entered into a raffle for something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
Nabil
what that.
next week will give Al a Dutch rudder while I jerk off.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I was joking about that.
Ugh.
This is see when I should always stop.
Yeah, you should stop.
I like when you overshare.
No,
Yeah.
I do. I fucking do.
It's pretty great.
All right.
If you guys want Ryan to overshare some more, make sure to comment and the
Yeah.
stuff about that, and then we'll throw out his like his paper with his like ideas, so he has to just go from nothing.
Yeah. So we'll end the podcast as we do every night. Peace and love. Peace and love.
The fuck is wrong
Fuck
with
you.
Adios,
Just
Black
fucking
Bart.
do it. Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking like.
What is bothering you? From
I don't-
The Dutch?
No, you guys. There's a book I really want, but it's like, hey, I know that you can't.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they'll give you your Jordans a day early or your,
But I also-
whatever other shit you buy that's really like has release dates.
We also have guys that come in on Tuesday and they're picking up last week's stuff. And
Yeah,
it's
there's
like,
that, and it's kind of just like, why couldn't you do this tomorrow and then you get 2 weeks worth of stuff?
Yeah. Are you early or are you late?
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if you can't, I mean, I understand waiting a day, but I have such a backlog of books to read. It doesn't
Well,
really.
we've gone over this before. If you're actually reading your comics on timely manner, you're not a real collector.
Yeah. If you only have 2 comics to read, I guess.
If you have the time and the amount of comics to be able to get through them on a regular basis, there's something wrong with you.
I've been trying to whittle down my pile for 3 solid months, and it just has it's
That ain't happening.
exponentially going up. Instead of the whittle, it's the waddle.
And then do you bring them with you to the toilet?
I can't. No, I can't.
Even the ones that like you don't give a shit about, like that you just want to read, but like aren't going to be worth money.
Well, that one I don't give a shit about is going to be worth $7,000 in 2 years.
Of course it is. Yeah. So what's up with the voice? Would you like swallow too much? Stuff.
I got a wicked bug. I came last Saturday. I visit my mother on Saturdays, and she had a cold. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna, because I get COVID tested twice a week at work. Still, yeah. And,
when they shove that thing up your nose, that's how they put the nanobots
Dude,
in
I have a
there.
government
We
job,
do it ourselves.
and they just stopped it. Like when they the regulations came down from the state.
So
like,
you're
they're like,
putting the
no
nanobots
more
in your
tests.
nose yourself. Good job, buddy.
do you guys, do you have to wear masks at work?
Not anymore.
No.
Well, so there's like a thing, right? If you're fully vaccinated, you've got a badge, right? They'll stick a sticker on your badge if you're vaccinated. You have to wear a mask. If you're not, they don't make you
That's-
test anymore, but you still have to wear a mask.
That's what they used to do with the flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had, like, if you worked in a medical facility, if you had the flu shot, you didn't, and they put a special sticker, and you didn't have to wear a mask.
I mean,
Otherwise, you'd have to mask up for
this
all.
might
flu
be
season.
confidential information, but I was in the ER ambulance bay a couple of times Wednesday for my ride along, and half of those people in the fucking hospital aren't wearing masks.
People are over it.
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, I
but if there
feel
was
like,
gonna be somewhere that you were gonna wear it, you'd think that'd be the place.
well, my wife being pregnant now I feel like COVID is kind of almost officially over now.
Kind of, hopefully.
You know what I mean? But still, like, to go into my wife's doctor's appointment to see her obstetrician, they'll let me be in there for an ultrasound.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, okay, you have to wear a mask into the ultrasound. As soon as the ultrasound is done, you have to get up and leave. You can't stay for the rest of the appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, wouldn't the germs already have been carried over if I'm already in the office? I have to get up and leave?
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also like to go on an offshoot of this that's really pissing me off about the medical industry lately. So I have like a little canker sore on the inside of my lip.
Okay, so you got herpes.
Yeah, right. So it's not going away. So I called an ear, nose, and throat doctor. He's gonna lance it for me. Yeah. I mean, it's annoying to have something on the inside of your lip.
I got a pocket knife. Come on over here.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, I'm just going to freeze it.
Go somewhere?
So the lady calls me. She goes, we got to go over some things about your appointment. Al, I'm sure you've been through this.
Yeah.
I'm metric fucked on.
Yeah.
So she's like, have you ever had anxiety or depression? I go, why does an ear, nose, and throat doctor need to know if I have anxiety or depression
because
issues?
the thing could be like stress induced.
Dude, kiss my ass backwards and frontwards.
Did they ask you the next question?
Present it.
They asked me all. I will after we show off the video. No, they're like, all these things. Have you ever smoked? What supplements do you take? All this. I was like, I don't feel like you need to know this because I have a little everyday canker sore on the inside of my lip. I'm gonna come, look at it, tell me what it is, tell me to fuck off or do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna give you my medical history.
Did they ask you if there were guns in the house?
No, they didn't. No.
No, that's a question that gets asked. Are you,
Really?
yeah, are you
Like
depressed?
doctor's
Are there, do you have access to?
Well, yeah,
to
you know
guns?
why? Because then they'll call me. And then they'll say, "Hey, Ryan's here for a canker sore removal, but also he's got guns and he's kind of wacky."
That's why. Well,
some cops waiting for you.
I don't like to talk about guns. I leave it completely off the table. I don't own guns.
Yeah.
For what matter?
I lost all mine in a fishing accident.
Yeah. I had a
Was there a giant shark involved?
Yes.
Yeah. Baby shark.
Yeah.
Dude. He ate it. So yeah. So it just frustrates me. I feel like.
So here's a frustration that I ran into. So I have about a gajillion appointments for kidney failure. Remember, kids, don't get kidney failure. So I had to go Wednesday for an ultrasound. Not pregnant, thank you. So I had
ultrasounding
my liver.
Okay.
So I had to look up for exactly what the appointment was. So I go on my chart or whatever the frig it's called, and I look. Okay, it's an ultrasound. Okay, great. So I know when I get there, I tell them I'm going for ultrasound. Okay, but in my chart it says E confirm for your appointment, right? So I go, oh, okay, I'll tell them I'm coming. So I go into this E confirm, and it's literally 20 questions, and I'm in this thing for about 40 minutes on my phone trying to E confirm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while I'm trying to do this, my phone rings and it's a voice activate, a robot calling, and it says, "Please confirm for your appointment. Please confirm that you don't have any COVID signs and that you're going to be attending the appointment. Please press 1." I press 1. Thank you. Click. I'm like, why is the internet version of this 10
times harder?
10 times harder.
What were the questions that you were asked?
It was like what my insurance was. What do I still?
Already should know.
Yeah. Do I still live at my address? This, that, and it's like
how often do you jerk it?
Yeah. When you go to the, I don't know. Normal. What's a normal amount? What's an abnormal amount?
25 times a day, I think, is normal.
Is normal?
That's the norm.
I'm probably right at the
hour,
abnormal.
plus one more.
Yeah.
During one of those.
Abnormally then.
Then you do the stranger with the sleeping pill.
Does that mean you're doing that at some point during these podcasts that I'm not noticing?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we haven't even gotten into the Dutch Rudder.
Yeah.
No, I Dutch Rudder 3 to 4 times a day. But that's a
3 to 4 times a podcast.
yeah.
Man, and you wanted to put this on video. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Your mother's going to see you Dutch ruddering in front of your quote-unquote 50,000 followers.
My mother listened to the first podcast,
and she's
like, "You said fuck 362 times in the first 14 seconds."
That's clearly your mother.
I'm not listening to this trash.
I got somebody that said they listen until we talk about comics.
So all that really means is we have to wait till the end of every episode to talk about comics.
Yeah.
I think we talked about comic books for 6.5 seconds last week.
Well, to be fair, the movie itself was a comic book movie, so
it
kind of
was Batman.
You can justify it.
It was Batman.
It was
Ryan still hates it, Nabil still loves it, and I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
I have such a different feeling about that movie than so many other people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like I'm wrong about it.
Maybe you should go see it again.
Yeah.
I'll wait till on demand.
I'll go with you.
So I had a guy come into the shop yesterday, and he was very excited about the movie, very loud about it.
Was it Tom?
It was our friend Roger.
Oh, right.
Shout out to Roger. And Roger noticed a whole bunch of stuff that I'm too dumb to have noticed.
Such as
when, well, spoilers, but towards the end when Batman sacrifices himself on the Madison Square Garden thing and falls into the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when he comes out, he's reborn. And he's holding the light as he leads people.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta stop.
Yeah. He leads.
It's a rebirth of sorts?
Yeah. Christian symbology is what
I mean, when Nabil saw the twinkle in Shitbird's eye.
Yeah. Well, that was one thing,
hold on.
What was the twinkle again?
It was the Twilight.
Captain Twinkle?
Yeah.
What did that signify?
When he realized that he needed to be Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
I missed the twinkle.
He spent the whole movie being emo Bruce Wayne, which is just Batman without the mask.
Yeah. I really want...
He had a split second there where Riddler's like, I know you're...
Yeah, that's when he had
I know you're Bruce Wayne. Like, remember how he says all the shit and you're like, oh crap, he knows his identity, but he doesn't really.
So should this movie have been called Batman BC?
Before what? Christ?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, before his water birth.
Yeah.
So it's BW. before water.
Yeah.
And then the next movie is AW.
Yeah.
So you mean the next Batman movie is gonna actually be cool and kick ass? He's gonna have like a cool car. He's not gonna be a fucking emo piece of shit. Scumbag.
Well, I hope we get Millionaire Playboy with the hot, hot broads and a, some sort of.
In fact, I could totally see that scene, right?
So
He's gonna have two random girls on his arm, and then runs into Selena again, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh,
so let me ask you.
So we were nothing special."
Countach is old school, but Aventura, or however they pronounce it, that's new school, right?
Are you talking about Ferraris or Lamborghinis?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was getting racist. He said,
no, see,
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know about Lamborghini.
Aventador. It's got an extra
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the car was cool, but it wasn't Batman cool. The suit was cool. It wasn't Batman
take it
cool.
easy, sweetheart.
The Penguin was cool. It wasn't regular Penguin cool.
He's getting a 6-issue mini on HBO Max. Confirmed.
I'd rather get a 6-issue mini tongue punch on my butthole by emo Batman than watch some horse shit like that.
What, the Penguin thing?
Yeah.
With Colin Farrell? You liked him.
I liked him, but
we'll probably get more John Turturro too, because it's going to be a prequel.
He's dead. Oh, it's a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, like his rise.
Did he actually die?
Oh, yeah.
Well, didn't the bitch shoot him in the head?
Well, Riddler shot him. He said, "Bring him into the light."
Oh, yeah.
He sniped him.
I think that's when I was dozing.
Mm-hmm. You were a docent.
Yeah, the movie was so incredibly riveting that I fell asleep 14 times in the last 7th. I think in the 9th hour.
Have you watched any other movies since?
I watched comic book villains again just to reiterate how bad I fucking hate that movie and how bad it is. Batman, not as bad as comic book villains.
Really?
I'd like to reiterate.
Yeah.